Hey everyone, have you ever wondered about the true cost of World War I? Today I'm uncovering some shocking statistics reported by the US War Department back in February 1924, then updated in 1957. These numbers reveal the staggering human toll of the Great War. Let's start with the Allied and associated powers. Russia led the way with 12 million soldiers mobilized. Out of these, 1.7 million were killed or died. 4.95 million were wounded, and 2.5 million went missing or were captured. In total, that's over 9 million casualties, 76.3% of their forces. Next up, the British Empire. They mobilized 8.9 million troops. Sadly, they lost over 908,000 soldiers, with more than 2 million wounded. Their total casualties hit 3.19 million, 35.8% of their forces. France also paid a heavy price. With 8.4 million mobilized, they endured 1.36 million deaths and 4.27 million wounded. The total casualties for France reached 6.16 million, 73.3% of their forces. Italy, mobilizing 5.6 million, saw 650,000 killed and nearly a million wounded. Their total casualties, just over 2.19 million, 39.1%. Now let's look at the United States. They mobilized over 4.3 million troops, 116,516 killed, over 204,000 wounded, and a total of 323,018 casualties, 8.1% of their forces. Japan had a relatively smaller role with 800,000 mobilized and only 1,210 total casualties, 0.2%. In Europe, Romania, Serbia, Belgium, Greece, Portugal and Montenegro all faced devastating losses. Romania, for instance, saw 71.4% of its forces become casualties. In total, the Allied and associated powers mobilized over 42 million soldiers, with 22 million ending up as casualties, 52.3%. Now, turning to the Central Powers. Germany led with 11 million mobilized. They suffered 1.77 million deaths and over 4.2 million wounded. Including prisoners and missing, their total casualties reached over 7.14 million, 64.9%. Austria-Hungary mobilized 7.8 million. Their casualties were even more shocking. 1.2 million killed, 3.62 million wounded, with a total of 7.02 million casualties, 90%. Turkey and Bulgaria also faced severe losses. Turkey had nearly a million casualties, while Bulgaria had over 266,000. In total, the Central Powers mobilized 22.85 million soldiers with over 15.4 million casualties, 67.4%. When you combine both sides, the grand total reaches a sobering 65 million soldiers mobilized, over 37 million of whom became casualties. That's 57.5% of all forces. World War I was a cataclysmic event that reshaped the world. These numbers remind us of the immense sacrifices made and the devastating impact of war. If you found this deep dive into history enlightening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more fascinating stories from the past. Until next time, stay curious.